I'm Freya, and I'm from Sweden, from a small town north from Stockholm, an hour north from Stockholm. And I grew up there, but right when I finished high school, I moved to the US to on a scholarship. I was on the track and field team at San Diego State University, and I was there for 4.5 years. After that, I stayed for another year working for a Swedish company, IKEA. Started missing Sweden, moved back after 5.5 years. So now I currently live in Stockholm, working for a company called Sandvik, which is a global manufacturing company with, super big, 40,000 employees in 130 countries. Travel a lot, and I love living in Stockholm. Play a lot of tennis. I run a few days a week, and I'm just a very active person. Love being outdoors, and I also try to read books and knit and crochet from time to time. So I decided to pursue an MBA because I had started working for the company where I'm currently at, and I'm in HR. And I really liked my job, but I started to become curious to understand how HR relates to the other functions within a corporate organization, and that's the reason why I decided to take on an MBA, to get a broader understanding about how the different functions collaborate and connect. I actually found EU Business School on social media. I think it was an Instagram ad. I had started thinking about pursuing an MBA, but I didn't even know what EU Business School was. But I started reading about it, seeing all the articles and the pictures of students my age and people from different countries and culture, and it seemed amazing. So I decided to apply. And I also really liked the fact that you can also study online, but still have the opportunity to meet up with your class a couple of times also during the studies. So we've had, I think we've had two meetups so far. I was only able to attend one in Geneva, but it was amazing to meet up with my classmates, because I think we've all learned during the pandemic to, to connect and get to know each other through Teams and other platforms online. But it is a different experience meeting people face to face. So it was fun to see them in person and get to know them and hang out both during the different activities that we had together in the classroom and outside of the classroom as well. During these online meetup weeks, they were not mandatory. You have to attend, but you could do so virtually as well. But I decided to go there face to face, and it was mainly for networking purposes. But we also did some smaller group activities, and presented to some of the people working at the campus in Geneva. So for my thesis or dissertation, I decided to write about a research. I'm currently in learning and development, so the field of learning and development. I'm working as a learning and development professional in Sweden. So I was curious to learn more about learning and development and see how the pandemic has affected my function, the function that I'm working in now, learning and development. So people actually still want to meet each other in person, and I think that's what was quite interesting, because of course many topics you can cover through online trainings or e-learnings as well, and that's of course more time efficient sometimes, and you can still, the quality can be just as high, but people do want to see each other in person as well, or meet each other in person as well. So those hybrid trainings, when you have some parts online and others face to face, those seem to be a winning concept, a good way to go going forward. What I learned the most about in this program was from the finance courses, or finance classes. Finance is not my biggest thing, not super good with numbers or calculations, but I learned a lot. So I increased my lowest level there and learned a lot. And I think that's something that I brought with me back to work as well, understanding the financial statements from my company, and I could easier understand my company and our results. I would definitely say that is my classmates. We were from all around the world, from pretty much all continents, and to me that was super interesting and fun to meet people and get to know people that I would most likely never have met before. And also then when we met up in Geneva, many of my classmates were there as well. I had a classmate from Ghana who traveled all the way to Geneva, and we turned out to really connect really well. So that was fun. I think I learned a lot about myself as well, balancing my time, becoming more determined, or my time management skills improved a lot during this year and a half. So that's one thing. And also the fact that I could do this online, I think that stood out. And the professors were very passionate about their courses, their content. So that's one thing that I appreciate a lot. I never thought I would say this, but I actually enjoyed my finance classes the most, and partly because I felt like I was learning a lot. I entered the courses, I was very nervous about the finance classes. I didn't know if I was going to succeed or not, if I was going to make it, but I learned a lot from the very beginning, and partly due to the content, but also due to my professor Pete. I think he was super passionate and knowledgeable, but he still managed to explain things in a way that I, as a non-finance student, or not a finance person, could understand, and I appreciate that a lot. So in the end, I actually had fun in my finance classes. I actually think it was amazing how we managed to get to know each other and become pretty close as a class or as a group. Although we only met up once in Geneva, some of the classmates met up twice, others have never met each other in person. But I think it's amazing that we could feel like we were in the same boat, and we supported each other through using WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. We set up calls with each other through Teams outside of the regular classrooms as well. And we carried out different group work or group assignments. That was helpful when we worked in smaller groups and truly got to know each other and got to know our classmates. So I'm hoping that this program, or the fact that I have an MBA now, will help me in my future career. But currently, in my current role, it's already helping me a lot. I've learned so many things that I can apply in my role today, but I'm hoping to go to work even closer to the business later on, and work, I'm in HR and learning and development now, but maybe be able to move a little bit more between functions now that I have a better and broader understanding of how the different functions connect. The whole EU experience has been a very smooth and fun experience for me from the very beginning, and the support that I was getting from the advisors, so Linda, Elsie in my case, and Carlotta, they helped me a lot from the very beginning. I had never done anything like this before, and of course I was a bit nervous, didn't know how do I actually go about this? But the support I got from the very beginning until the end now, when I'm waiting for my diploma, I think it's been amazing.